big flavor is back. You're looking at char-broiled beef lit by fire, kissed by melty American cheese on a golden toasty bun. Mouth-watering flavor at a jaw-dropping price. Char-broiled sliders starting at $1.25. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Thanks for coming.
Of course, it's been years.
Is that what I think it is?
What is that you have here?
What is this?
That's a phone that I haven't had to charge for 2 days.
What is that?
Is that a keyboard?
That's what's keeping our data safe.
And it's a speed key to all my apps. Watch. There it is.
It's Android?
Yeah, it's all Android.
That's a BlackBerry. I thought...
It's a BlackBerry.
Yeah, it's a BlackBerry.
I used to love my BlackBerry.
I still do.
The BlackBerry Key 2, an icon reborn.
If you keep on eating, we'll keep it coming. All you can eat riblets and tenders at Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Gatorade. With carbs to help fuel your muscles and help you make the leap to the next level. Studied, tested, proven. Nothing beats Gatorade.
You're watching the International Champions Cup presented by Heineken, North Carolina Courage. Olympic Lyon playing in the championship match, 10th minute. Lynn Williams, Heather O'Reilly, 1-0.
I've now seen that 5 times. I still don't know who Buchanan was pointing to. But Heather O'Reilly with her first goal from the North Carolina Courage.
As we take a look at the first half stats, and it just jumps right off the page. 70% possession for Lyon. Julie, when we just saw that, we thought it might have been a mistake.
Right, wow, they have had a lot of the ball, but I mean, how often do you see that? 70%. It's going to be interesting to see in the second half. And you could see the momentum shift towards the second part of that first half, where you're getting that midfield and so many of the talented players of Lyon on that ball and dictating the pace.
If this summer's World Cup taught us any lessons, possession seems to mean less and less nowadays.
It's all about that scoreboard.
Shanice Van de Sanden, one of the real highlights for Lyon in the first half, wearing the number 19 there alongside Ada Hegerberg. Hegerberg a quiet first half. Van de Sanden really dominant down the right flank.
Came alive those last 15, 20 minutes. Was going against number 15 right there, Jaylene Hinkle. See if there's any adjustments they're going to make. See if Lyon makes any adjustments to it. And that's going to be the challenge for Lyon as they go into this next season, is they lost 2 huge players who were also excellent on the French national team, Camille Abeli and Elodie Tomis. Tomis was the one that just used to fly down that flank. Abeli, of course, a crafty midfielder who could also play up front. Very much like Le Sommer, number 9 there. So good on the ball. I mean, those are 2 huge gaps you've got to fill, which is why you see them signing the Izzy Christiansens, and Caroline Simon is another one they've brought on recently. Weiss, their goalkeeper as well, but they have Bouhadi of the French national team also, who's been playing in goal mostly for Lyon. But this is one to watch this summer as well, Le Sommer. This is a special player. We're going to see her come alive in the second half, I'm guessing.
I believe Lyon has made 1 substitution. Amel Majri, wearing the number 7, in on the left side of midfield. If you're just joining us, North Carolina in the blue tops, blue shorts, going left to right. Olympic Lyon, 3-time defending Champions League winners in Europe, wearing the all-whites. Goal coming in the 10th minute from Heather O'Reilly after a mistake at the back for Lyon.
And Majri is a player, this number 7, who just came in, who's another fun player to watch. great on the ball, pace, can get in behind.
25-year-old born in Tunisia, made her French national team debut in 2014. Buchanan showing some class, trying to pass her way out of trouble. Ball deflected out by Lynn Williams. Hegerberg back to goal. Trying to get more involved after a quiet opening 45 for the Norwegian forward. Lucy Bronze all the way upfield from her right back spot. Short on the pass. Lynn Williams trying to get around Buchanan. Boy, what a nice matchup that is. Buchanan, Weiss, Renard. The spine of Lyon's defense. Buchanan given plenty of space. It's for Bronze. Kumagai. Long ball from Renard. Over the head of Hegerberg. First ever Women's International Champions Cup final. Lyon, PSG, Manchester City, and North Carolina Courage representing the NWSL, all involved in this year's tournament. Good signs, Julie. We see more and more prominent clubs in Europe putting money into their women's teams, especially Serie A now. A lot of Italian teams getting involved, which you hadn't seen prior.
Yep, Juventus women. You're seeing Barcelona was in the United States, their women playing a few games, not part of the ICC, but they came with the men. Mind you, in the coach class, but they came with the men over on the same plane. The optics of that one weren't good.
Issues I'm sure you dealt with during your playing days, and we can laugh about it, but it's sad to see that we haven't yet found a way to make things equal in so many respects. Barcelona and Lyon actually met, I think it was the quarterfinals of last year's Champions League.
I mean, that's the thing too, when you look at a lot of these big clubs adding these teams. The great news is that for a little investment, you can get a big return. I mean, look at the Mexican Women's Professional League.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's crazy to see the response to that. I watched that championship match at the end of last season, and that game was amazing.
So I was in Monterrey that weekend. I'll save the story for a second here as Lyon pushes forward, taking a page out of North Carolina's playbook with some direct play. Hegerberg runs out of real estate. Goal kick coming from North Carolina. I was in Monterrey that weekend. There was a Rayados playoff game for the men's side. There was a Tigres playoff game for the men's side. The Dodgers and Padres were playing a 3-game series in Monterrey that weekend, and the toughest ticket to get was to the final between Rayados and Tigres, the two women's teams. They had 50-some thousand at the stadium. They outdrew both of the men's playoff matches. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff.
I remember watching an extended highlight of that game.
Oh, it was a great game too.
Yeah, it must have been a 15-minute highlight I was watching. And if you haven't seen it, go find it online, because you'll be well well rewarded for watching it. It was unbelievable. The atmosphere, the back and forth, the game.
Le Sommer into the box. Chance to shoot. Urseg first to it. D'Angelo can't quite keep it in bounds.
And there's Le Sommer, who's just been close a few times tonight, and that ball getting away from her, which is atypical of Le Sommer, but you don't want to give her too many looks because she's going to find that rhythm.
She'll offer up a corner kick here. Driven to the penalty spot. Headed away, but Van de Sanden reclaims possession. Awkward clearance here. Fortunately for North Carolina, Sabrina D'Angelo there to clean up the mess. Another note on that Mexican League Championship. Tigres, the team that came out on top. Both those teams, of course, in Monterrey, so it's a final regia. And be hard-pressed to find a better soccer culture in Mexico than what they got going on right now in Monterrey.
Yeah.
Renard. Simone on her left foot. Finds Le Sommer on the end line, but the offside flag is up.
And you can tell that Lyon is just chipping away, dictating the pace, dictating the possession. It was tight.
Le Sommer, a couple of goals in the semifinal victory over Manchester City. A couple goals in the opening quarter hour of that match for Le Sommer. Really burying City before the game even started. Bronze. Van de Sanden. Trying to go one-on-one against Hinkle. And Hinkle will win the battle. Though she will give up a corner kick. 54th minute. North Carolina hanging on to a lead they've had since the 10th minute. And Lynn Williams and Heather O'Reilly combined to take advantage of a mistake at the back from the French champions. Lyon coming for the equalizer, 55th minute corner kick. Hegerberg in the box. North Carolina continues to dominate in the air. Header from Kaylee Kurtz. Kurtz helped set up the Jessica McDonald goal in North Carolina's 2-1 victory over PSG in the semifinal. Undrafted free agent out of the University of South Carolina. Majri double teamed in the corner. Simone, the left back, pushed all the way up into the final third. She's on it now. Majri, what a touch. Le Sommer into the box. And Le Sommer will win the corner kick.
Carolina on its heels just cannot get possession of the ball. And this is the challenge when you're missing some of your best players, especially in midfield. No Sam Ewis, no Mikal Zerboni, no Dunn.
Are we allowed to call Crystal Dunn a midfielder anymore?
No. Not really. Although,
I mean, we're past calling it an experiment at outside back, right? She's playing it so often with the national team that.
And she did so well that first game at outside back a few months ago. I said to her, "You be careful, sister. You're gonna end up starting back there."
That's such a talent, Crystal Dunn's.
I mean, to have the talent to be able to play any line, anywhere.
At that level, too. I mean, at the U.S. women's national team level, to be potentially good enough to play forward and outside back is just.
I mean, in midfield, I mean, that's how special she is. She's such a good little player.
Dunn, one of those players who's gone over to Europe for the experience with Chelsea. Simon, well-driven ball. D'Angelo catches clean.
And here's the challenge for North Carolina here is they got to get a hold of the ball and get the game back, right? Because you've got too many good players on the field with Lyon where you're not going to get punished when you're just chasing.
Possession stats in the first half felt lopsided, 70-30 for Lyon. You got to imagine it's even more lopsided here in the opening 12 minutes of the second half. Les Sommer with her back to goal.
We didn't talk about Dabinia too in that midfield. Yep. 6 goals, 2 assists on the year. I mean, the production she's given this team, and then how good she is on the ball as well.
We've got a good game here, but boy, I'd love to see a full-strength North Carolina Courage against a Lyon team not in preseason mode. You know, because you have to point out both sides of the coin here. But my goodness, that would be a tremendous encounter. Buchanan chased down by Williams. She plays through Bronze. Back to Buchanan. Renard. An imposing figure in the Lyon and France back lines. Majri tried to wheel out of a triple team there and could not. Half an hour to go in Miami. Hard Rock Stadium, the site for this historic meeting between the best NWSL has to offer and the champions of Europe. Renard, hopeful long ball. Les Sommer wins on the second effort. Les Sommer off the bar. Majri a chance. North Carolina under all sorts of pressure in the opening minutes of the second half. Simon double team. Henry, what a touch and turn. Henry again. Hegerberg turns, squares up the shot. Looking for the upper corner, and she's misdialed.
And Les Sommer just muscles her way to win that ball. See, she's got a little bit of a window, takes a peek, you see her look up. That's unlucky, she didn't get that one. And this is a player who is going to represent her country at home in a World Cup in which France has never won. We've seen him now do it twice on the men's side. The women have yet to be able to cross over that hurdle, although they've had the talent. And Les Sommer is going to be leading that team next summer all over France, hoping to get their first title on the women's side as well.
Darian Jenkins and Jessica McDonald into the match for North Carolina. They were your 2 goal scorers in the semifinal victory, 2-1 over PSG. McDonald's strike coming in the 19th minute. Jenkins game winner coming in the 84th. Delphine Cascarino, 21-year-old French international, in for Lyon. Heather O'Reilly, Kristen Hamilton, the 2 North Carolina players, to check out of the match. Nice luxury for Paul Riley to be able to bring a player like Jess McDonald in off the bench in a game like this.
Let's see if she's going up against her old teammate Lucy Bronze over there on that side.
Cascarino replaces Van de Sanden, which should bring a sigh of relief for North Carolina Courage fans watching. Le Sommer offside. Hegerberg, nice touch to Le Sommer. Back to the Norwegian. Now Henri. Beautiful ball to the back post from Cascarino. Nobody there for Lyon. And another opportunity to equalize goes wasted.
A little fatigue playing a part too for Courage, and you hope with the fresh legs of Darian Jenkins and Jess McDonald, you can stretch that defense a little bit and get a hold of it.
Mistake at the back here. D'Angelo cleans it up. Hegerberg was waiting to pounce. McDonald back to goal. Renard with the win. Last touched North Carolina. Simon into Majri. Hegerberg, great win. Majri now running at the North Carolina defense. Majri on her right foot. Pass intercepted by Jaylene Hinkle. Courage with a chance to counter. They'll do so through Lynn Williams. The number 9 racing downfield. Nothing but green in front of her. She tries to go one-on-one with Buchanan, but the Canadian defender holds up.
Cascarino chasing her back as well with those fresh legs.
Hegerberg giving chase. Her pressure leads to a turnover. Majri. Henri. Lucy Bronze. Bronze with space and time. Henri from distance. Skips right before D'Angelo, who does well, not just to save, but to hold.
D'Angelo's been clean with everything tonight, too. I mean, they've put a few on target. She's held.
Renard comes away with it. A reminder, tomorrow the International Champions Cup continues on ESPNU and ESPN Deportes. PSG Atletico Madrid, 7:30 a.m. Eastern from Singapore's National Stadium. Remember, you can catch those games live on the ESPN app. Kumagai to Simon. Renard, risky, turns it over. McDonald on it. McDonald to Williams. How many times have we said that? This time, the partnership just misfires.
And you can see the difference for North Carolina when they have those two up front. Just more movement, more versatility. McDonald with her strength to win balls. It's a good idea if it just wasn't the 65th minute in the middle of a season for Lynn Williams. And maybe that's when Jess McDonald can take on her own. 6 goals on the season. She can put them in the back of the net as well.
Cascarino. The next challenge for Jaylene Hinkle, who's had a busy night defending the left side of the back line for North Carolina. D'Angelo set to defend against yet another corner kick from the French and European champions. North Carolina holding on to their early lead. Buchanan, the header. Goal kick, North Carolina. Paul Riley. Remember, we were talking about Kaylee Kurtz earlier. He said she would throw herself in front of a train for anybody. That was his quote. Read it from our good friends over at The Equalizer. A great job covering all things women's soccer.
They do an awesome job.
Majri now, chance to cross on her favored left foot. She's done so. But again, Hegerberg in the box, unable to get a shot off. North Carolina's defense has bent, but has yet to break. McDonald does bring it down with her head. Simone clears. O'Sullivan, victim of a harsh challenge. Free kick, North Carolina.
Denise O'Sullivan, so good at just maintaining possession for them. Been a little bit quiet tonight because they've been chasing the ball so much.
Ball into the box. Renard, the first header. Clear now on the second attempt by Lucy Bronze. Le Sommer, 1-on-3. Gives it up to O'Sullivan. Jenkins losing out to Simone. And a foul here on Le Sommer. Terry Recaro, the guilty party. We have our first caution of the match. Recaro going in the book in the 69th minute.
She said, I was just trying to get the ball, ref. Got a piece of her foot as well, though.
Jasmine Peralta, the center ref, handing out the caution. Majri on that left foot. Set up nicely for her, but the volley. '70th minute in Miami, International Champions Cup Women's Final. Lyon and North Carolina Courage of the NWSL. Heather O'Reilly, the goal scorer in the 10th minute. North Carolina close to adding even more silverware to their trophy case. Renard, what a tackle on Williams. Play on, says the referee. Henry finds Cascarino. Cascarino and Hinkle. Cascarino the cross. Urseg the header.
That first touch for Cascarino just got away from her. If that's clean and she cuts it in behind the defender into the box, she's in. Hinkle doing well there defensively.
North Carolina defending with everything they have as Lyon pours forward in search of an equalizer. Pretty much every Lyon outfield player within 30 yards of North Carolina's goal. Bronze with the throw-in. Umagai. Managed to glance that on. But D'Angelo, as she has all night, there to make sure there's no further damage. Renard in a tricky spot. Double teamed, finds Simone. She hoofs it up the line. Majri there, applying the pressure on Ryan Williams. As Lyon wins possession. Henry operating out of tight quarters. McDonald. All the way back from her forward spot. To help with North Carolina's defensive effort.
Jess McDonald's an interesting story. We were talking about Lucy Bronze earlier. And them playing together at North Carolina in 2009, winning that championship together. There's Lucy.
Bronze with the overlapping run.
McDonald had played at Phoenix College, a junior college, and she'd played basketball, soccer, and ran track, which is not surprising when you see her on the field, how athletic she is. And then got picked up and played and came to North Carolina and won that national championship with her.
Corner kick, Lyon. Driven ball to Majri! Shot deflected, save D'Angelo.
If Majri had just a little bit more on that. You can see the intention, just trying to find her at the top of the box. Just a little more on that might have gotten by D'Angelo. Those are so hard as a goalkeeper to read, and especially with all that traffic in front of you.
Jessica McDonald there with a timely deflection, slowed it up so D'Angelo could gather. The International Champions Cup presented by Heineken. Open your world and enjoy responsibly. Just about a quarter hour left here. Lyon really running out of time. Simone. Henry and Majri teaming up there, and Majri draws a foul. Free kick, about 30-35 yards from goal for Lyon. D'Angelo setting up her wall. Le Sommer. Header in the box. D'Angelo out. Off the post. Renard with the chance. Denied by the woodwork. Bronze from distance. Blocked away. Bronze another crack at it here. Lumps it forward for Cascarino.
It all starts with how good that ball is in by Le Sommer. Bent going at the goal. All you need is a little bit of a redirection. Renard trying to get a second bite at that apple. Just doesn't get enough on it. Hegerberg on that first attempt. And Lyon thinking, my goodness, what do we have to do? That's two now. You hit the crossbar and the post.
And again, it was Jessica McDonald in there who deflects Renard's header off the post. McDonald known for her attacking prowess, but has made a couple big defensive plays since entering the match. You're looking at Captain Wendy Renard down on the field, receiving some treatment on her left leg.
And those balls that are coming at the keeper and they're coming at the goal like that, when we're whipped in with that pace, all it takes is just a little bit of a glance of a header. Just redirect it a little bit. And they're so hard to defend.
And Hegerberg had the look. That's usually one she'll put away.
you're playing alongside the three of you, do you understand? And when the ball goes
listen in to Paul Riley here.
And pull the other one in. You got to pull in. The tendency is you both stay up like this. So now when Carrie's got too many runs, they're starting to cheat, do you understand? Yeah. I told you about your start position. If your start position is not good, you're going to get. I don't care how quick you are. Get yourself back alongside Mary, where you can see Mary. Darian, same thing, okay? Listen, the reason you're in there so we can transition out. So make sure you're in good defensive position. When you get on the ball, she comes to get it. She goes.
Pretty good access there into the huddle of Paul Riley.
I love it. I love it. And you can hear he's talking to his midfield. Right? Stay together. And especially because Lyon has so much talent in that midfield. Stay together in a good starting position, and then you could pounce out of that.
Make sure on the free kick somebody's on that second on the edge. You all went on the line and there's no seconds. Ball pops out, they're shooting it. So maybe it's Ryan. Ryan, why don't you go on the edge?
Block crosses, block shots.
I don't think we've mic'd Paul up, but we may as well have. He provided some wonderful insight into how North Carolina will hope to see out these final 14 minutes of play in Miami.
Talking about their potential on set pieces as well, with Renard being one of their go-to targets. Hagerberg as well, as we saw.
Looks like Renard will indeed come off. Le Sommer taking over the captain's armband. Renard will be replaced by Griege and Bock. Back underway in Miami. North Carolina clinging desperately to a 1-0 lead. Lyon dominant in possession, but unable to capitalize on their many chances so far. Simon, direct ball into Le Sommer. Good recovery from Kaylee Kurtz.
Kurtz has done well in there alongside Abby Urseg. Usually that's Abby Dahlkemper and Urseg playing together.
Here's Majri. Left-footed cross, not enough on it to get past the near post. Now falls to Le Sommer. Couldn't get the shot off as North Carolina has bodies jammed into the box. Majri had Cascarino. A discouraged defense has made every play asked of it to this point. Bronze probing further. Simon. Majri. Back to Simon. Simon lays it back. Shot blocked again. Le Sommer the turn. Majri the shot. D'Angelo again the save.
So unselfish of Le Sommer here. She makes that beautiful turn. You think she's going to rip it. Majri there in that gap. Of all places, just right at D'Angelo. Oh, what a golden opportunity. You can see she's waiting for it as well. Pointing to her feet, give me the ball. And then just doesn't get enough on it.
Majri very strong with her left foot. It fell in that instance to her right. McDonald opening up for Jenkins. Jenkins trying to round the corner on Simon. Back to her left foot. Jenkins lays it off. And Lyon will counter. Buchanan crashing into the back of O'Sullivan.
It was hurt right on the back of the ankle.
Buchanan will go in the book.
And this is really the danger in those last 10 minutes. You get fatigued, you get tired, you get clumsy. You can see both teams reaching for balls.
Well, we have a minute. Let's take a look at Own the Save, brought to you by Ally. 5 saves for Sabrina D'Angelo. By far the busier of the 2 goalkeepers.
What a night she's had, too. Everything's been clean. Good angles, coming out for balls.
North Carolina now applying the pressure. Hegerberg all the way back deep into her own end, playing with her back to goal. Simon looking for Majri. Can't connect the pass.
And you look at the other side with Weiss. Really, the only few looks they've had is a Lynn Williams shot from out wide, the mistake by Buchanan that Weiss tried to come off her line for on the Heather O'Reilly pass, but that's about it. Heather O'Reilly goal.
Morgan Reed entering the match for North Carolina. ICC rules. Teams can make up to 11 substitutions in a match, even a 12th at the discretion of the referee. Reed replacing Ryan Williams. Of course, should this match end in a draw, we will go straight to penalties. Julie, you and I had the honor of calling the penalty shootout between AC Milan and Manchester United in California on Wednesday.
I will tell you, Sebastian, I have had 2 games this week before this game. Both of them have gone to penalties.
Majri on her left foot for Les Sommer. Again, the shot blocked.
Thankfully, not both to 14 rounds.
Yeah, the Milan United shootout just would not end. Finally, Frank Kessie, the young Ivorian for AC Milan, did everybody a favor, clipped it over the bar, and
we thought Mourinho and Gattuso were going to get in there at one point to take him.
Les Sommer, what a touch. Simon, the overlapping run. Whips it into the near post. Kurtz there to clear.
And this is when you get to that point of your Carolina courage where you're just looking up at the clock going, how much more of this do I have to endure? Because there is fatigue on these players' legs, and understandably so. A lot of these players, they're 19 games into the season here.
Les Sommer. Ball skips out to Majri. Majri onto her left. McDonald away. Lucy Bronze. Hinkle the touch. Reed. McDonald. The duo trying to clear, unable to do so. Reed with another chance. Does well to find Jenkins. What a touch for McDonald. North Carolina grabbing a brief bit of possession before Reed is hacked down from behind. Frustrating night for Hegerberg.
I was just gonna say she's just seemed off of it tonight. A little off balance. Maybe that's preseason.
Williams the header. McDonald a crack at it. Kumagai settles possession for Lyon. Now Majri. Les Sommer. Reed making an impact just moments after coming on. Big defensive win. McDonald all alone. One-on-one, make it 1-on-2. Nice ball in for Williams. Williams back to goal. Can she turn and shoot? No. Bronze with a strong defensive play.
Nice double by Mbak Bati as well. Coming in for Reynard there.
Recaro. North Carolina. Long ball from Williams. No threat. Vice launches the attack through Buchanan.
I'll tell you what, too, this Carolina team, we've talked about their season, losing only one game and being so far ahead of the pack. When they lost to the Thorns in the final, I had Sam Mewis on the mic immediately after the game.
I remember that interview.
And I said, Sam Mewis, what are you most looking forward to for next season? And she looked at me, you could tell she was still angry, and she goes, winning. And this is a team that you just feel like is on a mission to win that NWSL title.
They have yet another title to celebrate in just a few minutes here. Not if this uber-talented Lyon team can have any say in the matter. Tuesday, the International Champions Cup continues with Manchester United, Real Madrid at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Spurs Milan, 8:25 on ESPN News. Barcelona Roma, 10 Eastern on ESPN. All three matches also on Deportes and, of course, streaming live on the ESPN app. 88th minute, corner kick coming. Simone with a left-footed service. D'Angelo stays on her line. North Carolina sees away yet another threat. Can they double here? McDonald on the run. Jenkins the ball, just mistimed it. Cascarino with a long run back to save the day for Lyon. Bronze pushing forward. She's switched sides now.
Oh, what a missed opportunity by Carolina, because that whole counterattack started with a McDonald header to clear the ball, and then she just took off on a 60-yard run to get in, and she's in. Jenkins just needed to find her a bit earlier in front and play into that space.
Henry looking for service. Hinkle the header wide, out of bounds, throw in Lyon. Simone down on the ground after this challenge from Jenkins. Jenkins scored the game winner in the semifinal against PSG.
I believe that was her first professional goal.
It was, yep. Bronze looking for an option. Kumagai checking two in the middle of the park. Bronze and Cascarino on that far sideline. What a duo. Cascarino, the cross. Over the head of Hegerberg. First header, second header. Henry deflected out of bounds. Another corner kick coming for Lyon. The field tilting further and further in the favor of the French champions. Yet they have nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. And they're running out of time. 90th minute. Simone corner kick. Left-footed in-swinger coming. Driven to Henry. Majri the header. D'Angelo the save.
And again, it's not a hard save, but everything has been clean with D'Angelo.
Looking for McDonald here, and she's found it. McDonald back to goal. Wanted Jenkins to continue the run. And we'll get 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes for the French and European champions to equalize. If not, North Carolina will go in the books as the first ever women's ICC champion. Cascarino and Hinkle. Cascarino on her left foot. Over the bar.
Here's the corner kick from before. Majri a bit hopeful.
D'Angelo minutes away from a clean sheet against as talented a team as one could face. Hinkle crushing it forward. McDonald applying the pressure.
Lots of fatigue out there for Lyon. You can see Buchanan.
Simone, she's not tired. One last overlapping run in her legs. Le Sommer lays it off for Kumagai. Simone. Majri in behind. Majri on that left. Her cross blocked out of bounds by Recaro. 90 seconds away for North Carolina. 90 seconds between the courage and some silverware. Le Sommer from the near sideline. McDonald, huge header win. Ball only half cleared. Cascarino on it. She's found Buchanan. Lays it off for Bronze. Bronze into the box. Here comes D'Angelo. Clean all night.
And that one in a lot of traffic. How big has Jessica McDonald been on these defensive set pieces, though, for Carolina? So good in the air, and then so good on the transition to get forward.
Minimum 3 minutes of added time. Seconds left in this one. Cascarino, top of the box. Dances past one. Cascarino looking to cross. Jaylene Hinkle there. And in the one-on-one battle, Hinkle comes away on top, not only denying service, but winning a goal kick in the process.
That looked like a corner kick. To me, it looked like it came off Hinkle. We'll see if they show us this one again. That could be it for Lyon, not getting that corner.
D'Angelo drives it towards midfield. Final seconds here. And that is it. North Carolina Courage of the National Women's Soccer League are your 2018 Women's International Champions Cup winners.
And that smile says about everything right there. You score an early goal, you punish Lyon for making that error early on, and then you just hold on. And that's what they did, and give credit to D'Angelo having a great game, a clean game in goal for Courage.
D'Angelo, the clean sheet. Heather O'Reilly, the game winner in the 10th minute as North Carolina Courage defeats Lyon by a final score of 1-0. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, final thoughts from Miami.
With Metro PCS, you can share all the things you love with an amazing unlimited deal. Switch now and get 4 lines of unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. And choose 4 free phones from great brands.
The 2018 Women's International Champions Cup is in the books. North Carolina Courage, your champions after a 1-0 victory over Olympique Lyon. For Julie Foudy and our entire crew, I'm Sebastian Salazar. Thank you for joining us. F1 racing is next. This has been a presentation of ESPN.